My name is Richard Long, L-O-N-G. And from 1995 to 2007, I was the director of the air program for EPA Region 8, covering Wyoming and 5 additional western states. During that period when I was at EPA, the only award that I ever hung in my office was a simple certificate of appreciation that I received from the governor of Wyoming. I always felt that recognition from state or local areas was very special. I valued working with others and understanding the issues and challenges that they were working with and trying to overcome those challenges. Now, as a country, we are faced with the challenge of climate change that rivals anything that we may have faced in our history. Climate change is happening. It is largely caused by human activity, and it poses serious environmental, economic, and as we've heard today, even security threats to our nation. To date, the only tool that we have been given by Congress to deal with the problem is the Clean Air Act, and this is an imperfect tool, as it was passed well prior to much of the discussion about climate change and the appreciation for the issue. I would much prefer that we had a specific legislation providing the means to reduce greenhouse gases and provide a pathway to renewable energy. Since that is not going to happen in the near term, I think that we should move to implement the Clean Power Plan immediately. The CPP is the best hope of limiting CO2 emissions, and it has the added benefit of reducing other pollutants and thereby providing significant public health benefits. The CPP would avoid thousands of premature deaths, reduce hospital admissions by thousands, and avoid hundreds of thousands of missed school days and work days. The CPP was critical to the Paris climate negotiations. Now, with U.S. withdrawal, the U.S. has frankly become a laughingstock on the world stage on this issue and sadly has ceded any leadership to others. The EPA has withdrawn from any position of leadership and left it to the states and local areas in attempts to pick up the slack on a piecemeal basis. While the CPP is far from perfect, it is still the only approach for the U.S. to hang on to for the purpose of leading by example in the global forum and in establishing equity among states. And how is the retreat from leadership being justified? By selecting industry-funded economic studies using worst-case analyses, inflating costs, underrepresenting the health benefits, and choosing to ignore global health benefits. Sadly, such deceptive strategies and selective use of data seem to be the new norm at EPA. Alternative facts should not be tolerated when it comes to human health and the environment. I urge you to not only retain the CPP, but to take positive steps to strengthen it and the underlying statutes and return this great country to a leadership position in the global climate forum.